In Company Settings, you can customize TravelCEO software as per your company need. Please note that only admin has full rights to change all the setting options. Admin user is the one created at the time of sign up with TravelCEO software. Means, when you purchase a TravelCEO software, you will receive a username and password from our software. That is admin user. You can assign admin rights to your team members so that they can also have full permissions. In General Settings, you can configure your company name, logo, email ID, address, and etc. You can also set up your base currency. For example, if you do all your transactions in USD, then your base currency is USD. But you can raise an invoice in any currency. All the accounting-related reports will be available in your base currency. Once you set up your base currency, you cannot change your base currency. In Products and Services settings, you can add unlimited products or services. This helps you to create a lead, invoice, and generate a report for a particular product or service. In Roles and Permissions, you can create your own roles. By default, there are 3 groups such as admin, manager, and normal user. In case if you need to assign different combinations of permission to your team member, then you can create a new role with different permissions. You just need to assign this role to your team member in the User Management section. You can access your company setting area by clicking your profile icon on top right corner. In Profile Settings, you can change your contact details. These contact details will be mentioned in all the itineraries you send it to your customer. This profile setting is only applicable for you and not applicable for other users. Every user has to set up their profile settings separately. In CRM settings, you can completely configure your lead management system. In Lead Stage Name settings, you can assign names for each stage and their short names in 3 letters. To make our lead flow system easy to handle, we have restricted it to 5 stages. In Lead Default Next Action settings, you can configure the due time to respond for new leads. In Travel Location settings, you can add your own travel locations. These travel locations will be available to create new leads, new invoices, and new itineraries. By default, we have added all the country names in the travel location. If you want to add any state or city, then you can do it here. In Travel Type settings, you can add your own travel and tour type. By default, we have added most of the travel types in this section for your convenience. In the Lead Source Name setting, you can add your own lead sources you are getting leads from, such as Facebook, Google, Classifieds, and etc. We have added a few of the important lead sources already. In the Lead Closure Reasons, you can add various reasons you may close the reason. This helps you to generate the report on lead closure reason basis. The Lead Widget is one of the important and useful sections. Yes, you can create leads automatically from your website or Facebook advertising landing page, or Google advertisement landing page, or Instagram advertisement landing page, or any web page. This inquiry form is completely configurable as per your company website theme and color. You can also choose the details you need to collect it from your customer. Once you place this widget or inquiry form in any of your web pages, you will be notified by email whenever you receive new inquiry from your customer. The lead will be automatically created in your TravelCEO account. Here is the procedure to create and use the widget. Select the details you would like to collect from your customer. These fields will be added in your inquiry widget form. The form can be 1 or 2 column basis. You can choose as per your choice. You can choose the color as per your choice. The form is completely configurable. The notification email ID will be the one you will receive your lead details when anyone fills and submit this inquiry form. You need to mention the website where you are going to use this inquiry form. This is very important. For security reasons, the inquiry widget form will work only on the website name you provide here. In Thank You URL, you can enter the page where you want to redirect the customer once they submit this inquiry form. You can create one thank you page, or you can mention your website home page. You can click the Generate Widget button to see the widget form preview on the right-hand side. If you want to change anything like color or field, you can do it and click Generate Widget to see the preview again. Once you are happy with the widget form design, you must save with the name. You are required to just copy the widget code at the bottom and send it to your developer or website designer. It will just take 2 minutes to place it on your website. You can create unlimited widget forms for different websites, such as one form for your website, one for your Google advertisement, and etc. In Invoice Settings, you can configure and design your invoices. Here you can enter your email ID, contact number, and your tax details, which will be mentioned in your invoices automatically. TravelCEO is compatible with the single and double tax system. Some countries in the world have 2 taxes, such as state and central government tax. If your invoicing needs 2 taxes, then you can choose double tax. Otherwise, you can just select a single tax. You can enter the tax name inside the box. The same tax name in your invoice. Next, you can enter your invoice terms and conditions here at only once. Whenever you create a new invoice, this terms and condition will appear in your invoice. Payment settings is one of the important sections. Here you can configure all your payment details. TravelCEO has integrated with PayPal, Stripe, and Instamojo payment gateway. We keep adding new payment gateways in future. You can easily collect the payments from your customers through their credit or debit cards via PayPal or Stripe. To accept the payments, you must have a merchant account with Stripe or PayPal. If you do not have a merchant account, then we recommend you to create an account with them. Once you have a merchant account with Stripe or PayPal, you can just enable whichever payment gateway you want to use. You can even use both gateways at a time. To activate PayPal integration, you just need to click the Enable button and enter your PayPal email ID. That's all. To activate Stripe payment option, you just need to click Enable and enter your publishable key and secret key. These keys are available in your Stripe account settings section. You need to log into your Stripe account and get these 2 keys. Instamojo payment gateway is mainly for Indian travel agents. To activate, you are required to click the Enable button and your Instamojo token and secret key. You can find these keys in your Instamojo account login. In case if you want to use any other payment gateway apart from PayPal, Stripe or Instamojo, then you can just mention your payment gateway links. Most of the payment gateway company provide unique link for your company to collect payment from your customer. You can get this link from your payment gateway account. Please log into your payment gateway account or contact your payment gateway company for your payment link. Once you have enabled any payment gateway, the payment button will be mentioned automatically in your invoice when you send it to the customer. When your customer clicks on the payment button, it will take your customers to your payment gateway to complete the payment process. For example, if you enabled Stripe payment gateway, when your customer clicks on the button on your invoice, it will take your customers to Stripe payment gateway to enter their credit or debit card details to process the payment. Please note that we do not collect any payment from your customer, and we do not involve any payment-related activities. When your customer makes the payment through Stripe or PayPal, you will get payments from Stripe or PayPal. You can also mention your bank details here. These bank details will be mentioned in your invoices automatically. The next setting is Invoice Templates. TravelCEO is built with more than 60 invoice designs. You can choose as per your company theme. Your company logo, address, contact numbers, bank details, credit card payment links, terms and conditions will come automatically in your invoice every time as per your setting. You can manage the complete booking process from the time you receive payment from your customers till they come back from the trip, such as booking hotels, flights, tour arrangements, sending voucher, and etc. You can easily track every bookings using this booking workflow management. You can set a timeline for each stage. For example, Flight tickets have to be booked within 2 days from moving to this stage, and hotels should be booked within 1 day from moving to this stage. Whenever the booking is not moved from the stage within a time limit, then our software will notify you. For your convenience and easy use, we have restricted the maximum of 7 stages for every booking. You can disable any stage if you do not want it. You can set a stage name, lifetime for each stage. For example, you set a stage name as Book Flight, and the lifetime for this stage is 2 days. If you move any booking to this Book Flight stage today, then you must move those bookings to the next stage within 2 days from today. If you fail to move within 2 days, then our system will alert you that the booking process is delayed in this particular stage. Not just setting stage name, you can also create a task automatically whenever you move a booking to this particular stage. You can create tasks with dynamic names such as customer name, travel location, travel date, #customer_name #. To replace with customer name, #booking_ID #. To replace with booking ID, invoice ID, #travel_location #. To replace with travel location, #travel_date #. To replace with travel date. This helps you to create a task with unique name. For example, if the customer name is James Bond for a booking, and if you set up to create a task name as flight confirmation for #customer_name #. The task will be created with the name of flight confirmation for James Bond. You can set up a task due time and assign the task to your team member or booking owner automatically. Once all the task automation setup is done, you must click the Submit button to save all changes. In the Voucher Template section, you can configure your booking voucher design. In Email Template Settings, you can configure emails which will be sent to your customer when you are creating a new lead or new invoice or cash receipt. We keep adding more email templates going forward. In all the email templates you can dynamic variables such as customer name, company name. These dynamic variables will be replaced with actual customer name. For example, if you mention #customer_name # will be replaced by actual customer name when sending email to customer. You can see the Set Default button on the right-hand side. We have already created a default email content for your convenience. If you change something, and if you want to switch to default content, then you can do it by clicking this button. If you do not want to send email, then you can disable any email anytime by clicking No button on every email template. In the new Lead Acknowledgement email template, you can configure email content, which will be sent to your customer whenever you create a new lead. For every email template, you can configure your own mail subject, reply to email. When your customer responds to this email, you will get a reply to the email ID mentioned in the reply to email box. In Lead Closure email template, you can send a thank you message for your customer when you close a lead. This email will be sent to your customer when you close the lead. In new invoice creation, you can mention the email content while you create and send a new invoice to your customer. In the payment receipt section, you can configure email content to send it at the time of updating a customer payment in booking. In client profile settings, you can configure the status of the clients based on their activity with your company. There are 3 client status such as active clients, less active clients, and inactive clients. For example, you can configure if any of your customers do not inquire, or if you do not raise an invoice for them for a particular period, then the client will be marked as less active and inactive. You have an option to set a timeline for each client status for each type of customer, such as B2B client, B2C client, and corporate client. In Reminder section, you can configure the software to remind for passport expiry, anniversary, and birthday of your client. For example, if you set 100 days for passport expiry, our system will notify you 100 days before the expiry date of your client's passport. This helps you to remind your customers to renew their passport. You can set a 100 days reminder for your client's birthday or anniversary date. You can contact your customers to book some tours for their birthday or anniversary. In Supplier Settings, you can create unlimited supplier types. For your convenience, we have already created important supplier types. If you feel that something is missed out, then you can add it here. In the Expense Settings section, you can create an expense main category and subcategories as per your company needs. This helps you to organize your company expenses in a more organized way.